Some friends of mine and I tried to go play at an open mic. There was so many people that we had to come back early, and we didn't get to play, so that was bad. But it was cool because we met some neat people. We didn't get to talk to them much, but there were some talented people up on stage, and whatnot. It wasn't a waste of time. It was just really disappointing because dragged all our stuff there and whatnot. Then we didn't even get to play. So that was sad, you know. Yeah, I just finished recording a really, really long blog for nothing. Because I ran out of space. That was sad and stuff. I was really frustrated, and I was like, I'm not gonna do this again! But, I guess it wasn't meant to be recorded, you know. So, I was just talking about how there are all these songs that I wrote for people for whatever reason, and anyway, the thing is, I feel like a lot of my songs, I feel like they are hard to explain. You know, I go and I play these places, and most musicians I've seen that I've enjoyed, they're like, this is a song that was about my sister or whatever, some random person in life, and she like broke a tooth, so I felt really bad, and so I wrote this song for her. Or, you know, like there was a lady earlier, she loves peanut butter, so she wrote this song about peanut butter and how awesome it is. And you know, she even made a comment about people being allergic, and that was really funny. I like her sound. Everything she writes sounds like a musical. And I think that's awesome. I think it's creative. And she also had a song called Death by Chocolate, and that was cool. I've heard her several times, actually. Every time I play at this place called Sacred Grounds, she's there, and her name's Keyboard Kathy. I sit there and watch her, and I don't even know what I'm feeling. Like, I'm remembering days from the music school, like my friend who wanted to be in musical theater, and how her voice teacher told her that her voice type would never make it, and her heart broke. What kind of teacher does that? Why shoot your student's dream down? Why do that to anyone that you're supposed to encourage or mentor? Yes, maybe the world doesn't see it that way. Maybe it'll be harder for her, but shouldn't you encourage her even more? Shouldn't you, as a teacher, want more for her than what the world has said are her limits? Who cares, like, if musical theater thinks that's good or not? What if it's changed? What if, like, because of her, it changes and it opens the door for more, like, singers? You can't judge her future. I went to school wanting to be a teacher, and so every time I see little children or teens, it's really on my heart to want to inspire them and not crush their dreams, because so many people stop dreaming. They stop making things. Kids grow up and everyone draws and everyone sings or dances or, you know, various of the performing and visual arts, but then somewhere along the road someone tells you you suck, or something tells you you suck. A higher standard that's set by society. Like, say, if I were to compare my stuff to Rembrandt or Dali or Monet, I'd be like, well, my stuff sucks. And then somewhere inside of me I shut down and I don't want to make anything anymore. No one tells the story of how they became who they are. Like, you don't learn that in art class. You learn the color wheel. In music class, you know, you learn about Mozart, Beethoven, and Chopin. And I can't say his name right. I'm sorry. Sorry to all my music teachers who told me how to pronounce it correctly. All my diction teachers, whatever. I'm sorry, I suck. Chopin. Chopin, as some people say, Bach, or Debussy, all those composers that we learn about who died hundreds of years ago. No one tells the story of their struggle, of their day-to-day discouragement, people telling them they suck. Sometimes you hear a little bit about it. People mark Vincent van Gogh as crazy, but a lot of people don't know how he was excommunicated by the church. He was a priest, and he would come in, or father, whatever it was. I don't know what kind of church it was. I just know he would go in to do a sermon full of hay, and people were like, what's going on? And it was because he gave all his money to the poor, so he slept in like a barn or something. He slept on bales of hay because he didn't have his own bed, and people got upset that he didn't look nice, so they got rid of him, and so that destroyed his image of the church, and I think that's sad. His dream was to have a community of artists that supported one another, and he didn't have that. And actually, a couple years ago, I kind of yearned for that myself, and I felt like I would never get it, and I was really scared of dying myself, from depression or solitude or whatever. Some of my songs come from that feeling, and seeing other people struggle with poverty and hunger and not having homes, and people just see other human beings as an eyesore. It's because their conscience can't see someone hungry without feeling disrupted, and instead of fixing it because they don't know how and they don't want to take the time to think about it, they just want to ignore it and act like it's not there. I know I probably do that in a lot of situations where I just act like things aren't really there and I ignore it for whatever reason. This doesn't make the problem go away, though. Ignoring it doesn't make the problem go away. It makes it worse, if you ask me, and I think it's wrong to see a human suffering and then assume it'll go away or tell them to change. I think if it were as easy to just decide, who would decide on suffering unless they're insane? I understand positive thinking, blah blah blah. I think there's a difference when the world is pent up against you, or there's a pattern of enslavement or a pattern of dehumanizing or things that just work against you. After a while, it does break your spirit, and I don't think anyone in their right mind who would know a way out of a bad situation that is killing them would just be like, I'm just gonna stay here. Who cares if I'm homeless? No one's life is ever black and white, and I think we assume we know other people's lives. We don't always, so. So I'm guitarless now. I don't know. I can't focus without my guitar, I guess. Something. Yesterday, January 10th, was my birthday. And I hate birthdays. Or mostly my own. Because I feel like I get tempted and give in to the temptation to make myself the center of the universe. Which I shouldn't be, because I'm not. So everything hurts a lot more, and it's harder to realize how little my friends think about me, or whoever. My mom was really sad because she couldn't get me a gift. She felt guilty, and as much as I wanted to tell her it doesn't matter, the only way she understood it was that, I don't know, it was like I was trying to say I don't matter to her, but I know I do. I know she loves me, and I know my family loves me. But, you know, there's this stupid tradition of celebrating people on the day they were born, and I don't like celebrating me. I don't know, it's like, I enjoy people who choose to show me they love me, to show me, but I hate that there has to be a special day, and then, like, it's not even that they forgot my birthday, or even if it was, like, my brother's birthday, like, this has to be a thing for me to appreciate him and show him I love him and not take him for granted. I think that's wrong. I think every single day I wake up, I should think about the people in my life and not take them for granted and be thankful for them. And I feel like when I do, it bites me in the butt. And when I don't, I feel like an awful human being. I mean, we're not all perfect, so there's conflict, and sometimes you can't express to someone how much they mean to you. And then there's other times where you actually don't care about a person for whatever reason, but they're in your life anyway. And I don't know, I think we all suck at loving one another. And the thought of birthdays or Christmas the way it is now, or anywhere where you receive gifts to show love because of some calendar marked thing, it just seems superficial, empty, and as much as some gestures are always appreciated, and as much as I always feel I am loved, there's always this thought of, why couldn't it just be any old day? Why does Facebook have to tell you that I was born on this day for you to remember? Or why rely on this thing anyway? Why not remember, hey, you know, I have this friend I haven't talked to for 4 weeks, and I want to know if he's alive, or I want to know if she's breathing, or I want to know if she has a job still. I want to know if he has a house. I want to know about this person. And we don't. We worry about strangers more than the people around us sometimes. I think that's sad. And anyway, that's all I could think about on my birthday was how many people I care about, and how it always feels lopsided, and I feel wrong asking them to love me. I don't want to force anyone to love me, and I feel wrong even wanting to keep them in my life when it's been so long that they don't remember me. And then it also reminds me of the people who probably don't even know when my birthday is, and it is my own fault for not putting it on Facebook, I guess, but I still know in the pit of my soul that they care about me, because they do remember me, and not just when they need someone to talk to, or not just when they want something from me, whatever it might be, but just because, you know, they're like, you know, there's this person, and I love her, and I want to remember her. So I'm going to ask her how she's doing. You know, I have those people in my life, and I'm grateful for them. And, you know, it's not about numbers, but it does hurt when I feel like I think more about people that way than people think about me that way. So anyway, that's what birthdays remind me of. My brother was sick. My dad called, left a message. Mom was just depressed because we're poor. My old coworker called, or sent me a text, and that surprised me, and I felt like a crappy human being, because I don't think I would have texted her. My next vlog is going to be about Rain. I almost called him Cloud. Cloud was my old guitar, and I'll tell you what happened with him too, and hopefully I have some pictures of him. This is Rain. It's a Luna guitar with a V-neck on it.